Welcome to Section 1, Introduction to JDBC. Java Database Connectivity, or JDBC, is a powerful technology. It allows Java programs to interact with databases, which is crucial for many applications, such as online stores and social networks. These apps need to store and retrieve data, and that's where JDBC comes into play. Think of JDBC as a bridge between your Java code and a database, kind of like a translator that enables these two systems to communicate with each other. Without JDBC, directly communicating with a database from Java would be complex and messy. JDBC simplifies this process by providing a standard set of interfaces and classes. Developers use these to connect to databases, execute queries, and process results. This standardized approach makes it much easier to work with databases in Java, no matter which specific database system you're using. Moving on to Section 2, Essential Components of JDBC. JDBC relies on several key components to establish connections and interact with databases. Let's break down these essential elements. First, the driver. The JDBC driver is a piece of software specific to the database you want to connect to. It acts as a translator between the JDBC API and the database's own communication protocol. Each database system has its own JDBC driver, which you need to include in your project. Next, the connection. The connection object represents a session with the database. You obtain it by providing the database URL, username, and password to the driver manager. Think of it like opening a door to the database, allowing you to interact with it. Then, the statement. Once connected, you use a statement object to execute SQL queries. This object sends your SQL commands to the database for processing. You can create different types of statement objects for specific needs. Lastly, the result set. When you execute a query that retrieves data, the results are stored in a result set object. This object acts like a table, holding the data returned by the database. You can then iterate through the result set to access and process the retrieved information. Now, let's move to Section 3, Interacting with Databases using JDBC. Let's illustrate how these components work together. Imagine you're building a simple application to manage a list of books in a database. First, you need the appropriate JDBC driver for your database. Then, you establish a connection by providing the database connection details. Once connected, you create a statement object. Now you can use the statement to execute SQL queries. For instance, to fetch all books, you'd execute a select asterisk from books query. The database processes this query, and the results are returned as a result set. You can then loop through this result set, row by row, to access the data for each book. This data can be used to display the book information in your application, perform calculations, or update the database with new information. Section 4, JDBC in modern software development. While new technologies and frameworks have emerged, JDBC remains a cornerstone of database connectivity in Java. Its significance in modern software development stays strong, particularly in enterprise applications. Many frameworks and object relational mapping or ORM tools are built on top of JDBC. They provide higher levels of abstraction and simplify database interactions. However, understanding the underlying principles of JDBC is crucial for troubleshooting and optimizing database operations. JDBC's direct and low-level approach offers fine-grained control over database interactions. This control is valuable for performance-critical applications or when dealing with complex database operations that aren't easily handled by higher-level frameworks. Section 5. Mastering Data Management with JDBC. Mastering JDBC is an essential skill for Java developers, especially those working with data-driven applications. By understanding its components and how to use them effectively, you gain the ability to interact with databases directly from your Java code. This knowledge empowers you to build applications that can efficiently store, retrieve, and manipulate data. Whether you're developing a small-scale application or a large enterprise system, JDBC provides a robust and reliable foundation for data management. Furthermore, a solid understanding of JDBC principles provides a strong base for learning higher-level frameworks and ORMs. It allows you to delve deeper into the inner workings of these tools and optimize their usage for better performance. So, investing time in mastering JDBC is a valuable asset in your Java development journey.